I'm Jeff White. I lived in Jonesborough, basically with just outskirts of Jonesborough, right at 81 North, for probably about 25 years. My career started here in 1992 in Jonesborough as a police officer. So I've been in Jonesborough since 1992. It's been an adventurous one throughout my career because I've been here and been within the fire service, and then I came back to Jonesborough in 2015, back into law enforcement. My whole career has been within public safety. So, but it's been great. I mean, it's a place that people here are very supportive community with the law enforcement, with just everyone is just inviting and welcoming to anybody that new that comes to Jonesborough. You can see that every day throughout the town when you're out here and you wander around like places like Lincoln Park here that they just built, or downtown through the events that we have. You can see people come together, which makes it a wonderful community. We are growing with society. There's a lot of people moving in, but do you still have that small town feel? As of now, yes. And I hope, in the future to kind of stay that way a little bit more, because you do have that hometown, that small town community that, the town board of mayor and aldermen and the mayor and everybody's very supportive of the community, and they do whatever they can to make you feel welcome. Just like the guys in law enforcement, the girls and guys that we employ throughout the town are very gracious and very supportive to the community and people that moves here. So it's really great. It's a great community. There's a lot of history from my father-in-law, who I've been married to my wife going on 24 years this year. Him and his mom and dad, they grew up in Jonesborough, so we got a lot of feedback and history from that. Especially when somebody such as her grandmother that was born in 1911 can give you the history, that where they were and how they come up and where we are today and where I come into their lives, and how things have changed and how we come together as one, whether it depends on the race or whatever it is, but just the history that they can teach me and taught us and our kids is amazing. Started out in law enforcement, then I went to the fire service, and as I in the fire service, we all became EMT IV techs. So I even took myself and went further and jumped on an ambulance and rode calls, medical calls. Just helping people has always been a thing for me. I was born and raised in Johnson City, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying much about Johnson City. I was born and raised in Johnson City, grew up there, but to me there's a big cultural difference just from the 5 miles that we have from here to there. I'm not saying Johnson City is a bad place, but living where I live right now, I wouldn't want to change that to the city aspect of being there, a little bit more bigger, the traffic, which we are getting a lot here, but still it's just a home feel of being here compared to there. The community support, not saying anything negative about Johnson City, but you can feel that support here when you walk around and people, say hi. I mean, things like this. I mean, it's, the things that they try to make special for the citizens, the community, not just in the people that live in Jonesborough, but outside that comes in. They try to make it unique for everybody. They try to make that feel for the town, to show people that we are supportive, we care, we're community based, and having this park for anybody to come and enjoy the beauty that we have right now, that we've always had. The man upstairs give us that opportunity. As long as we can see that beauty, even if you're blind, you can still feel and see that beauty within your heart. But that's what we need, and that's what we want, and that's how we want to hopefully continue to live especially throughout my career and my life. When I first started here in 1992, this was our garage. This was the police department county, or the city's maintenance garage. So I've seen this go from a maintenance garage to, growing vegetables, and, the guys that got up here and really bust their hump to get this done, the street department guys and all the employees that come and help. It's really turned out to be really nice. I mean, it's this is something I hope that people will utilize and keep the beauty of it when they do utilize it. I've always been grateful to live here. I've always been thankful that everybody has their ups and downs and their downfalls. You have your crimes and this, that, the other, but I still think that this is one of the best places you can live to raise your kids and still feel safe that your kids can walk out the door. Nothing's ever really has been in my mind to go away from this place. I've had words thrown at me, but that goes with a grain of salt because I know what my job is. I know how to handle that situation. It's not been a lot. I mean, it really hasn't. Because, and I say this, liquid courage, people start throwing out things, words and this, that, to try to hurt someone. I'm in an interracial marriage. My wife's white. We've been married for, like I said, we'll be married for 24 years in July. We can go and we've been places, we've been different places. I've never really experienced, me personally, any racial tension as far as us together or whatever. I'm not saying that people don't like it or look at you differently, but it's never been really thrown at me as far as the racial slurs or anything as far as me and my wife or my family. I told a guy one time, I said, I can arrest you. We're not going to go out and hang out the next day, but I'll say hi to you the next day. I don't dislike you because I arrest you. I arrest you because you broke the law, and that's what caused me to do my job. We're a community-based police department, and that's what they want. Chief Rice could tell you this, more warning citations that we write than we do write speeding tickets. It's more warning citations. It's not all about that ticket. It's about slowing that person down. But no, as far as, me personally, I've not really been beat down with the racial issues of, and I'm thankful for that. I am. May not like me, but I'm thankful for that, But, I've had a lot more feedback on people that I've arrested that I, basically say he's the best officer I've ever known, and, I can only do what I can do, treat people fair and equal, and that's it. A good day of work is when you get in the car for your shift and you get out of your car at your house, because at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen within that 12-hour period. My thing about myself and the two guys that work under me is let's work with each other, let's protect each other, let's protect the community, and then let's go home to our families. That's a good day. This would be a hard place to leave as far as working, and unless you left because of money to help your family, that's understandable, or to better yourself, that's understandable. But just as far as the support, it'd be hard to leave.